Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, for another video with Daz and the Star. So, have you ever wondered how stars like me, your sun, and every other star are created and how they die? So, here's the answer for you, tiny question. By the way, for people asking, I'm a sunlight star with two solar masses and 1.2 solar radio or 83,400 834,840 kilometers. Yeah, I have to read this off a script because my mass is pretty hard to remember. Yeah, it's a pretty big number. Only just for that. Everything else is all from my own. So everything starts from clumps of interstellar gas. A few triggers can start the creation of a star from this single interstellar gas. After which smaller clumps of the gas with of course clump together to form smaller fragments of a star. So slowly but surely the gravity, gravity, the thing everywhere, pulls these small fragments together to form what is called a protostar. And this gas clumps together around the baby star, just around it like a protection. So this gas will slowly create a spinning disk like a ring around the star, and a big jet of gas will shoot out from the star. Like in some images, like pulsars. So these are neutron stars with big jets coming out from them. It's practically like that, but replace the neutron star with a black hole, you'll get its rotating thing, and replace the black hole part with a star. So try to get the image, or else it's just on screen right here. So after a while here means like millions of years, the spinning disk will clump together into even smaller fragments which will turn into planets and other rocky celestial objects. The star will become a main sequence star. That means a star which is normal, not neutron stars or other stars like you know white dwarfs or black dwarf. Yeah. So slowly but surely, the spinning disk will turn into smaller celestial bodies completely, leaving stable stars, sometimes with planets, mostly with just rocks around it, and even sometimes with nothing around it. So, now let's talk about the deaths of stars. So, up to now, we talked about the life cycle, that means the birth of stars. Their life is practically simple, the live. So now let's just talk about the death of stars. There are three main types of stars with four different end results. That means after they die. Starting with number one is the small stars with less than half a solar mass. This group mainly includes the most common type of star in the universe, yours and mine's, the red dwarfs. These stars slowly but surely shed off their outer layers in the course of hundreds of billions to even trillions of years, revealing its core. Now a dull black dwarf because all of its fuel is gone. Hydrogen is gone. It has been used up by the small star slowly. And it also shed off its outer layers, all the gases inside of it. The plasma, of course, cools down. So this is the small stars, number one. So next, number two. So the type of stars that are now we're going to see the type of stars that are sun-like with masses between half to 8 solar masses in total. These stars will slowly increase their heat and increase their size by a lot to create a red giant with the same mass as a star before becoming ginormous. So this star will just increase in size, but the density will decrease, the heat will increase, and the size will also increase. But the mass it stays the same. So at the end, the red giant would just implode on itself, leaving all its outer layers as planetary nebula and the star's core, which is known as a white dwarf. This white dwarf will also slowly decay over the span of quadrillions or even quintillions of years, or even sometimes googles if years, turn into black dwarf. But this is still, speculated. And we don't exactly know the outcome of the first one because the universe is not even a trillion years old, nor at least 100 billion years old. So up to now, no small stars have died due to natural reasons, of course, like supernova. I mean, decaying. So, and last and finally, the third version, the third type of star are the big stars with 8 or more solar masses of mass. So once the stars get older, they'll also start increasing its heat and size, creating either an orange, red or blue supergiant, depending on its, of course, alive stage, alive color, how hot it was before it became big. So at the end, a tug of war will begin in the star between gravity and its core's heat and light energy. So if gravity wins, a black hole forms. If energy wins, a neutron star forms. So, and along with this, a supernova explosion is also left behind. So, the supernova explosion, the planetary nebula, and the shedding of the star's outer layers all have one thing in common. They create interstellar gas, or they are interstellar gas. So, if you go back to the starting of this video, you will learn that stars form from interstellar gas, and so restarting the life cycle of a star. So, humans, see you later in another episode.